today we are exploring around Tempe. The MU, which is this building here. It is, it's massive. OG viewers will know of this building. Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time university writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author. Welcome to Vlogmas if this is your first day of Vlogmas. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here for Vlogmas. It is Vlogmas day 9. Don't know how I'm still keeping track of them, but I am. It's Vlogmas day 9. I have just published Vlogmas day 7, I believe. Now I'm doubting myself, but I'm pretty sure we're up to Vlogmas day 9 because Vlogmas day 7 just got published and Vlogmas day 8 is now edited. So that is done and is ready to be uploaded. I just need to make a thumbnail and do some of the other little like admin-y, technical, logistical bits for vlogs for that. We are currently at my parents' house. We've been hanging out with my mom here, but Tamzin and I are about to go out for a fun day out and about. We had a fun day downtown Phoenix yesterday, so go watch Vlogmas day 8 to see that. Here's Tamzin.
Hi.
And today we are exploring around Tempe, specifically ASU, main campus, and Changing Hands Bookstore, so which is slightly off campus. It's a few blocks away. You excited?
I am very excited.
She's seen 2 vlogs of Changing Hands Bookstore.
Yes.
And the first time I vlogged there, she saw the vlog and I got a text saying, you have to take me there.
I've been to campus before, haven't I?
Yes.
Last time.
But we didn't explore it together.
No, I didn't like get to see it.
And I don't think you saw that much because you came to my classes with me. So we didn't have much time outside of classes to walk around. So today there's no class. It's Sunday. It's Sunday of Thanksgiving break. So I'm hoping campus will actually be pretty quiet today. But we did check. The Campus Bookstore is open because Tamzin and I want to get some official ASU gear. I've been teaching there full-time for over 6 years. I started in 2018 and I've been working and teaching there at least part-time since 2013, and I was a student there starting as a grad student in 2011, and I did my undergraduate degree there, graduated in 2004. So I have a long history with ASU. I own 1 ASU t-shirt. I got a class of 2018 when I finished my PhD. So, and it's even got my name on the back. They put the names of all the grad students on the back. It might have just been all the PhD students even. So yeah, I would like to get a t-shirt and a hoodie is what I'm on the lookout for. And Tamzin wants at least a t-shirt.
I'm not sure.
Or a hoodie or a long sleeve t-shirt, or we'll see what they've got. They're gonna have a lot. So we did check. They are open today, but I think they're open from like 10 or 11 until like 3. It is reduced hours on Sunday. I'm hoping that that hasn't changed just because it's Thanksgiving break. According to Google Maps, that's what their hours are. So we're gonna go down and see. Otherwise they do sell ASU stuff at Target.
Cool.
It's not going to be much cheaper though. So we will get her an ASU t-shirt at some point, but hopefully we will get it today where they've got a little bit more of a selection. So after we wander around campus, we're then going to head to Changing Hands. We're going to do lunch there around noon or 1-ish. We're going to meet up with a friend of mine down there as well. And then we're gonna have a wander and a book browse, and you'll like the gift section because they've got like gifty stuff like notebooks and pens and things.
I love a gift shop.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
So Changing Hands is pretty magical. So I'm looking forward to taking her there. And then it'll probably be an early-ish night. We won't get back here too late. I am wearing my new necklaces, so go watch Vlogmas day 8 to see where we got those.
That was my necklace and it was tucked into my top.
Oh, that's really pretty.
I love, this is from Boho Moon. It's one of the gemstone
I feel like whenever I come visit you next, I'm going to be making a big boho moon order.
It's so good. So if you don't know what boho moon is, quickly, it's an affordable jewellery website, but everything is tarnish free. So you don't have to worry about any of the jewellery tarnishing, but the prices are really low simultaneously. So they often do flash sales where the jewellery is like £10 a piece. I think normally it's around like 25, so you get pretty good discounts. And I have a lot from them. Normally I wear a lot of rings from them, but certain days I don't feel like putting my rings on, and today is one of those days, so I don't have them on. But I have been wearing them in my vlogs, so
it's a good.
Can see them there.
And if you have been watching my Vlogmas and not watching her vlogs, she's not doing Vlogmas, but she is vlogging every day of the trip. She's not doing every day as its own vlog all the time. Some days get put together, but some days have been.
Yeah, I'm doing more daily vlogs than I thought I would be, to be fair.
Because she's getting a lot of footage.
Yeah, there's only been a couple of instances where they've been like merged so far.
Yeah.
And like Andrea said, there's a lot of footage, so I'm doing more daily ones as well.
So if you've been enjoying my vlogs and you want a little bit more and want to see things from a different perspective, make sure you go watch Tamzin's channel. So I will try to remember to link her channel down below.
You get a bit more of like Andrea in her natural habitat, because I'm filming her rather than her vlogging. So it's kind of like, oh, little candid moment of Andrea. So
I'm really bad about vlogging myself.
Sell it enough, it be me. You can see more of Andrea over there. But
I don't think that's what they want. But
days where like I've been hanging out with Lisa.
Yeah, so I didn't get to go with them the day they went to Tortilla Flats in Canyon Lake. So definitely go check out that vlog, because you won't have seen that day on this vlog. That was the day that I was at home getting a lot of teaching work done before Thanksgiving. And there's going to be a couple days like that coming up this coming week. So make sure you are subscribed to Tamzin's channel so that you don't miss out on all that. But for now, we're gonna get going and we will take you all with us. In really quick. We're in the MU and this is the quietest I have ever seen this place. Everything's shut, everything's closed because it's the Sunday of they've got a land acknowledgement statement, which is really nice. So ASU is big on land acknowledgement statements. A lot of us have it in our email signatures because it's important to recognize where we're situated and what land our university is built on. So ASU, or Arizona State University, just some extra context, was started as a normal school. I think I've mentioned that on this channel before. So it was a teacher's college, and now it's one of, if not the largest university in the state of Arizona, and definitely one of the largest universities in the US. It's massive. So I'm walking around with Tamzin and like pointing out all the different buildings, all the different departments and colleges and stuff. And I told her it's basically like a small city. I feel like these are all the parts that I never get to show you all because these are all the buildings that I never walk anywhere near. But some of these I've had classes in. Let's go down one more and then we'll start going west a little bit. I'm trying to show Tamzin and you all as many different buildings and spaces as possible. So I need to do some research. The MU, which is this building here, I want to say this one was built in like the 90s maybe. You can see all the little robots. The late 1900s. Knock it off, child. You can see all the little robots lined up over here, waiting for everything to open again. These are little self-driving pods, and if you order something like a drink or something from the MU on your app or whatever. They will come out, put your Einstein bagel or your Starbucks order or whatever in one of those, and off it will go to come to you. But I don't know how long they take, because I've literally seen them stopped for like 5 minutes at crosswalks before. So I sometimes feel like it might be faster to just go get your Starbucks yourself instead of waiting for one of those. But if you're just in your dorm room studying and you have time to wait, you can use one of those. So yeah, the MU I think was built in like the 90s, but then like this building over here looks like it was probably the 80s. Some of the buildings date back to the 20s and 30s and 40s. Like there's pretty much something from every decade. But Old Main was still built probably 1880s, if I had to hazard a guess. And then it feels like pretty much almost every 10 years, like every decade after that, there's something here on campus from that decade, all the way up to buildings built very recently. The Center for Interplanetary Health, I think, was finished just a few years ago. And then some parts of campus, you'll see these beautiful trees. So we've got a mix of desert landscaping and non-deserty landscaping, but everything is heat tolerant to a certain extent. So this is the Student Services Building. If you need to pay your tuition in person, if you need to get your transcripts, like the registrar's office, the bursar's office, all of that is in here. The counseling services office is in here. So a lot of the general services and like businessy type offices that a student might need to interact with are going to be in this building.
It's huge. That's not confusing.
It is. It's massive. I imagine it's very overwhelming for our first year students.
Yeah, I could not imagine.
Especially if you're coming from, like, how big is this compared to Derby?
So, for context, I went to the University of Derby. The Kedleston Road, so there's a few different campuses. Kedleston Road is the main campus where I was based. And just for context as well, Derby is quite a big university in terms of student population. I'd have to Google it, but like...
We'll try to put numbers on the screen or something.
It's quite a big uni. Like, I wouldn't be surprised there wouldn't be like a massive difference between like here and Derby in terms of student population. Yeah. But the Kedleston Road building is probably like just a bit bigger than the MU.
Okay.
So like that main building here is probably most of the Kedleston Road campus.
And then how many other buildings do you have?
So then Kedleston Road is kind of like just outside of the city centre. It's on Kedleston Road, which is like the main road that leads out of the city centre of Derby. And then there's a couple of just kind of like skyscraper-esque, but not that tall, buildings in the city centre. So there's like one Friargate Square, which is like the law building. And then there's like another one or two.
So the Kedleston Road building is like
the main.
That's the university.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't have like each department has its own building and stuff.
It's like Derby's weird because in the UK we either categorise unis as like campus unis or city unis. So city uni is where it's all spread around a city, and then a campus uni is where it's like its own hub. So an example of a campus uni would be, and I only know this one off the top of my head, and now I can't remember what it's called. I think there's one in like East Anglia or something like that, or kind of near, or there's one as well near Liverpool where it's like its own town. I'm just blanking on it right now. If anyone knows randomly, you can put it in the comments. But there's one kind of near Liverpool that's like its own little town, like this would be. Derby's kind of a mixture. So you have most of it on Kedleston Road, but then again, the accommodation isn't there. So it would probably be more of a city uni because on Kedleston Road, I think there's one tiny little accommodation block that's for like mature students, and the rest of the accommodation is in like the city centre, along with a few other buildings. So I think if you was to put it in one of those categories,
we haven't even walked past any of the dorms yet.
Yeah, and it is still massive here.
I mean, this is a very specific example, but like if you've ever been to Oxford, you could fit all of Oxford city centre into ASU campus and still have space left over. Yeah. And that includes all the non-university buildings that are mixed into all the Oxford colleges. So, and ASU is big compared to other U.S. universities. Like it is a it is one of the biggest universities, but this general style and layout is common to a lot of the big state universities.
So it tends to be quite contained.
Yeah, they do tend to be like cities unto themselves.
Yeah, there's often cities have 2 universities, or like 3 universities or 4. Like Leeds has like 4 universities.
Yeah,
and it's all in the city, kind of like mixed up. Some of them have like slightly, like there's one of the Leeds unis is based mainly in Horsforth, which is like a village outside of the city centre, so like they'll have most of their things.
So here in Phoenix, we do have Grand Canyon University, which is a private Christian university, and then the Maricopa County Community College system is also here. So we have all the community colleges, and there's 12 or 13 colleges within the Maricopa County system. So we've got like Mesa Community College, Glendale Community College, and Paradise Valley, PVCC, are all 3 that I've actually taught at, and South Mountain Community College. But then there's others in all the other different cities in the Phoenix Valley. But I stopped here because when we were done talking, I wanted to show you this space. Mixed in with all the buildings, you will find these little like courtyards and garden areas, and like this one has leaves that are starting to change, and like leaves that are on the ground and stuff, and it's just really pretty. There's these little like pretty oases, or oases, I don't know how what is the plural of oasis?
It'll be something really rogue.
It probably will be something. Oh.
Trying to think of like, you know, like cacti.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up for now and just give you some general campus vibes set to music. Sure. I promise I'm not leading you to your death. But also adjust your expectations. Oh, we're not the only ones in here. This is ASU's secret garden. Photo shoots. But this is Old Main. So this is one of the oldest buildings on campus. We've got some winter graduates, I'm assuming, getting their photos done. This building here, OG viewers will know of this building, but it will look a little bit different because it's gotten a massive facelift. This was my old building. So They call it Durham Hall. It used to be, I think, the Durham Language and Literature Building. So we called it the Lit and Lang, or LL is what we would refer to it as. My office was second floor, that slitted window at the end was my office. Third floor was where the main offices for the English department were. So this is where I did a lot of my master's and PhD classes in here. And then our last year of my PhD is when they moved. So between my 4th and 5th year, they moved us out of LL and moved us into where our building now is, over on the opposite corner of campus. They then proceeded to completely gut this building. They stripped everything off the sides. They stripped it down to the studs, basically, and rebuilt it from the inside out. And now it's other people are in here, but English is no longer in there. But it used to be really nice because I have the lawn of Old Main outside my window, and I'd have Old Main as well. But they've also taken down so many trees. This whole space used to be filled with trees. And now there's just palm trees. Now there's a Tamzin. But now there's just palm trees lining the edges. That straight ahead is the Fulton Center. That is where most of the high level university admin offices are. I think the president's office is in there. And Old Main is mostly used for functions and stuff. I think there are some offices in there, but not a lot. And because we've got winter graduation coming up, hence all the graduates or potential or future graduates taking their pictures, we also have, I don't think they leave this out all year long, but I think they put it out when we're close to graduation times. We've got the 2024, and it was on the wrong side. They'll have it over by the arena where they do the graduation ceremonies. They had it on the wrong side from where I came out of my PhD graduation, so I never got a picture in front of the 2018. You can do one in front of the 2024. Okay, we've now circled maybe just a quarter of campus. I was trying to think if it was even up to as much as a third. It might just be a quarter of campus that we've kind of circled, but we've come back up from the Old Main area and my old stomping ground. Now we're back going past Hayden Library here. We're heading back towards my parking garage in my building, but we're gonna swing by the Campus Bookstore on the way and try to score some official ASU gear for Tamzin. And I also want something for myself.
I have a question for the vlog.
Okay, question for the vlog.
What's it called again?
Alma mater? Alma mater?
That in the
Yeah.
UK. Where did you get your alma mater or your degree?
Yeah.
You went to university.
Yeah, what's your alma mater? What are you an alumni of?
Yes, and what did you study?
And what did you study?
I studied marketing, PR and advertising, specifically at the University of Derby. I graduated in 2022. Let us know those two things, and if you didn't go to university, let us know, have you been to any campuses that you like, or maybe thought about studying at? Like, for example, me and my boyfriend visited Trinity College in Dublin last year. We just wandered around, kind of like what me and Andrea have been doing today. and that was so cool. Like, it's one of those I'm like, I wish I'd kind of gone there. So yeah, let us know where you went, where you might have gone, where you dreamed of going. I just would love to know.
So, if you're new here,
now we've got like a 15-minute section of the vlog after explaining
I'll do this really quick. Undergraduate degree, Bachelor of Arts from ASU in Theater Arts, Master of Arts in Media Arts from University of Arizona, Master of Arts in Rhetoric and Composition from ASU, PhD, they changed the name so it would be Rhetoric and Composition, but halfway through they switched from Rhet Comp to Writing, Rhetorics, and Literacies. So PhD in WRL from ASU. And if I could have gone anywhere, one guess. Oxford. I did think of applying for my PhD, and applying to the US universities just took everything I had. There was nothing left. So maybe one day I'll do like a continuing education something or other at Oxford. That's kind of a bucket list.
They have everything outside.
Yeah, they do. So we are now going to go do some clothing shopping primarily, but we will go in and like take a full tour of the bookstore.
Christmas Day.
Okay, we have finished at the bookstore. It took me quite a while to find a sweatshirt I liked. Couldn't find a t-shirt that I liked. Everything in there is really expensive. Partly because we have a lot of stuff that's branded. So like you can get Adidas products with ASU stuff on it. You can get Champion, you can get, there was a few other brands. You can get Lululemon. So you're paying Adidas and Lululemon prices on top of the upcharge for the ASU logos. So I at least got an employee discount. I do get a faculty discount, so that helped. But I've got a little sweatshirt here, and I feel like this is, I'd have to go back and like look at the price tags or the receipts if I still have them, but I swear this was almost twice what I spent on my Oxford hoodie on this last trip. Because the Oxford gear is all branded to Oxford, so
It'll
it's
be
not
like Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, it's just a basic sweatshirt and t-shirt that they put their stuff on top of. So you know, gotta love America. We will brand the heck out of everything we possibly can. But I do like the sweatshirt that I got, so I will show you all that when I get home. And
I want to see what I got.
And if you want to see what Tamzin got, you need to go watch her vlog. So, but her stuff is really cute too. So we are now walking back to the car. It is very bright. It's very bright. It's getting a bit warm, so we're trying to stick to the shade. I said this in Tamzin's vlog from yesterday, that I was not built for the desert. I was built for Yorkshire. and England. My mom calls me a polar bear because I keep my apartment so cold in the winter. Like, I will literally have my windows open in the middle of winter and I will keep it very, very cold. I will just put on an extra sweater or an extra sweatshirt. So
I think I was built for somewhere warmer, but where is built to deal with that warmth.
yeah.
So not England.
Yeah.
Not England summers. I was built for, like, I don't know, somewhere in between. Like, I don't want it to be too hot.
I need to come on
and
this
I would
side.
just need the ability to.
I'm trying to come around so I can keep you in shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's that middle ground? Maybe people will know who's watching this.
See, to me, I feel like England is the middle ground. It does not get that cold, but it also does not get that hot.
That hot, then it's horrible. It's horrible.
It's horrible because you don't have an air conditioner.
Exactly, that's my
But you
point.
can get an air conditioner. Like, seriously, everyone in England, in the UK, quit your complaining. Just get air conditioners. Some of them do. Some people have aircon.
Like the upper class.
You save up, you invest once in the air conditioner, and then you've got it. If I moved to England, even if I was renting, I'd have to get like there are like kinds that don't fully install into the property.
My ex had one, and he had to like constantly have like the tube out of his window.
Yeah, you do. It's got a vent somewhere. Although I swear, when we were on the tube, I saw an advertisement for a new kind that doesn't need that. And I'm like, well, there we go. It's probably ridiculously expensive. But again, you save up once, you get it, and then you have it.
I think how much it would add to that lecky bill though. That's the
But
only-
it would only be for the short time each year that you use
What
it.
if you're my boyfriend? If we had air conditioning, he would have it on constantly. He already has the fan on constantly. And even when he's cold, he likes the sound of the fan. So he has the fan on to sleep. I feel like it would just be 100 times.
See, like, my electric bill is extortionate throughout the summer, but it is finally coming back down to a normal level because I've had the air conditioning off for so much of the billing cycle. So like, my last electric bill was pretty low, and this next one is going to be even lower. I love my electric bill in the winter because I don't use the air conditioning, but I also refuse to turn on the heating. Like I said, I just add another sweater. So yeah. Anyway, have fun on campus.
Yes, it's been great.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, nice and quiet. And
This was a good day to come. The bookstore was still open, but we pretty much had campus entirely to ourselves. So we are now just about back at the car. So we are going to drive over to Changing Hands, and we'll get there in about 15 minutes. My friend Janelle is going to meet us there. We're going to have a yummy lunch and a coffee and a sit. We're going to sit for a little while and chat. We're going to relax. And then we'll do a little bit of book shopping. Okay, I am looking very fresh and natural because I have taken a shower and washed off all of my makeup from today. We are back at my parents' house. We are over here tonight. We've been kind of back and forth a couple times since Tamzin has arrived because we're doing a lot of stuff with my parents and my sister, and tomorrow we are doing something very exciting, but we are leaving here bright and early, so it just made sense to be over here and start from here tomorrow instead of starting from my apartment. So we are winding down for the evening after our fun adventure around Tempe. We had so much fun on campus and so much fun at Changing Hands Bookstore. Changing Hands was so much fun. We ended up chatting with Janelle for hours. We got home at 6. It was like right at 6 o'clock that we got home. So we would have left at like a little bit after 5. So I knew that was going to be the case. I knew that we weren't going to be able to leave that early because it's just so much fun hanging out with Janelle. And again, she and Tamzin got along really, really well. I love it when friends, like when you have friends who are like separate, they're not all part of the same friend group, but then they meet and they get along really well. I love that. So yeah, it just makes me happy when my friends get along and become friends. And we just had a great day. So I want to show you what I got because I did get a few things. So starting at the Campus Bookstore, this is super soft. So ASU's colors are maroon and gold, which the gold always comes out as this like yellow, bright yellow. And I don't think I could do this color yellow in a full t-shirt. So I opted for the maroon with the yellow printing. So it says Arizona State, established 1885, and then it's got Tempe, Arizona at the bottom. It's in this like faux distressed print, so as this starts wearing down over the years, it just adds to the effect. And it has the seal of the university. So it's got Arizona State University, 1885, Great Seal of the State of Arizona, 1912. So I've always liked this design and I knew I wanted to find something with that design. So I got the sweatshirt and I'm happy with that. So then at the bookstore, I got a Christmas book. Christmas is All Around. This is by Martha Waters. Give you one guess why I bought it. Set in London. But it did sound really cute. A festive riot of marvelously eccentric characters, witty banter, and swoony romance. I mean, that sounds right up my street. I knew that or just kind of had in my head, if I bought a book today, I wanted it to be a Christmas romance, so that it's something that I would read sooner rather than later, because I already have like a pretty extensive TBR pile of non-Christmas books that I didn't get into before I switched to reading Christmas books. So that's the book I got. And then technically Tamzin bought me this, but I am buying her stuff to kind of make up for this because I now have my first tarot deck. I've been wanting a deck of tarot cards for a while. We looked at some places in the UK and I didn't find anything I liked. We found some tarot decks in this really cool bookshop in Prescott, but I didn't find any that like really stood out to me. I kind of felt like I shouldn't just buy any deck. It should be something that like jumps out at me or speaks to me in some way. So this is the Cozy Witch tarot deck. So it's got the magic word cozy in it. And it's by Amanda Lovelace with artwork by Janena Medeiros. And I'm familiar with Amanda Lovelace's poetry, and I really like her poetry. I think I've got 3 books. I think it's like in a poetry collection, a multiple book poetry collection. One is like The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, I think was the first one that I got. The Princess Saves Herself in this one was the second one. There were 3 that were all along those lines, and I need to read them again because I really liked them. So this is inspired by the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So it's got all the kind of standard, so cups, pentacles, swords, wands, all the kind of standard if you're familiar with tarot. It comes with its own little like guidebook that gives you like what the cards mean and stuff, as well as like instructions for getting started and stuff. Did this just have her poetry books listed out? Yes, so the poetry series that I'm familiar with is The Women Are Some Kind of Magic, and book 1 is The Princess Saves Herself in this one, book 2 is The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, and book 3 is The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one. I really highly recommend all 3 of those poetry books, but there are some other ones that I have been wanting and haven't gotten. So yeah, the cards all have really cute illustrations. I haven't flipped through, I haven't like gone through all the cards. They're still banded together. I kind of feel like I want to just be in a good space and not be like rushing around when I like go through the decks in detail, go through the deck in detail. But I'm really excited for this. So we will see how I get on with that. But yeah, that's my new tarot deck. That is everything I got today. And now I'm gonna go sit down at the kitchen table and start editing this vlog because we have a very exciting day planned tomorrow, and I'm not entirely sure how much time I'm going to have to edit tomorrow. So tomorrow's vlog, which is Vlogmas day 8, I think we said, because this is day 9, that is already uploaded and ready to go, so that will be published on time. But I'm not sure that tomorrow, on Monday, I'm not sure how much time I will have to edit this vlog, which is meant to go up on Tuesday. I also need to redo my nails. If you've noticed, I took off the set of impressed nails I had. They lasted about a week, but they were definitely starting to get loose and wobbly, and I don't want to lose a nail tomorrow. So I'm gonna get a new set. I brought some with me, so I'm gonna put those on while I start editing this vlog. And yeah, I've been talking for too long, so I'm gonna stop. Leave me some book emojis or some like education related emojis for our trip to campus and our trip to 2 bookstores. So those are your emoji instructions. And then Tamzin asked the question earlier about what is your alma mater and what did you study and all of that. So I'd love to hear what some of you studied if you went to college. And if you didn't, where is somewhere that you considered going to college, or whether you did a degree or not? Is there like a dream university that if you won the lottery and could go back and study like just for fun, not with any pressure of getting a degree, like where would you love to go? So you heard our answers sort of in the beginning when she first asked that question, so let us know now. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow in what should be I'm so excited for tomorrow. I really am. So definitely come back tomorrow because I feel like it's gonna be a big sightseeing day. We've got like bucket list item is what we're planning for tomorrow, and I've been to the general area before, but I've not been to this side of it. That's a slight hint. So it will be mostly new to me. And the one time we went before, I just left feeling like we had not spent nearly enough time. So I'm super excited for tomorrow. So yeah, come back to that one. And as for this one, give the vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you all very soon tomorrow in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!